Hello and welcome to another episode of Super Nerds UK. For this episode we're going to discuss a little bit about what kind of career path Mark Hamill might have now that he's in a new Star Wars film at the end of this year. What do we sort of
what's
think?
Next for Mark Hamill?
Yeah, what's next? Basically the reason we're discussing this is because after the original Star Wars movies, he's the star of the movies, you know. Along with some others.
He was the main protagonist, wasn't he? He was the main guy. And
yeah, he was, and he was a bit unknown before Star Wars came out. And this really should have been a big, massive break for him. But really, the only person I can think of who's really made a big break from the Star Wars movies is Harrison Ford. So, what we're thinking is, for Mark Hamill, now that his role is changing a little bit in the new Star Wars movie, this is the first time we're going to see him in the flesh. Where he mostly does voice work now. He's probably better known for
being the Joker now, isn't he?
As Joker in the Batman animated series and in the games, and probably for Wing Commander in the 90s and the video games and that. But other than that, really, he's mainly just done voice work for other stuff and cameos, a few cameos and things.
He was in Jane Silent Bob, wasn't he?
Yeah. But never really the main protagonist in a feature film. So with the new Star Wars film coming out, it's probably guessed that he will be probably used quite a lot in this film as he's hopefully restarting the Jedi Order, looking for new Jedi who are scattered around the galaxy, and then getting them together and probably getting into some fights and stuff on the way. Who knows?
I would imagine the question is, why wasn't he put into more things? Was it down to him not wanting to do more, or was it down to studios maybe being scared of not casting Mark Hamill, but people seeing Luke Skywalker on film rather than Mark Hamill? Although I know it was Mark Hamill, he'll always be Luke Skywalker to me, no matter what he's in.
Was it a typecasting? I mean, there's so many ways of speculating now, but from what I know in some of the past interviews is that I don't think it was a jealousy thing or anything like that. I'm sure, you know, he wanted to be big, you know, but for some reason the career path probably just didn't go the way that was expected for him, and Harrison Ford seemed to just, obviously he was the cool character, wasn't he, being Han Solo, so he kind of got overshadowed a bit by that, and then Harrison Ford took off. He got cast in Indiana Jones, which really took him off even further, and that was it really for him.
The thing with Mark Hamill though is normally when somebody makes a film like Mark Hamill did with Star Wars, normally if they make a film afterwards and it's a flop, then they tend to disappear, don't they? I can't at any point remember Mark Hamill after Star Wars going in, making a flop and then disappearing. It was sort of like he just stopped. I think it came to an end, or it never came to an end. He sort of left Star Wars, finished Star Wars, and then went straight into voice work.
It almost seems like that. I mean, we've looked through his film career.
I did watch a film once at 2 o'clock in the morning called Channel 5, called Sarah T. Portrait of a Teenage Alcoholic. Don't ask me why I watched it. It was just on. I couldn't find the remote probably, and rather than go to sleep, I watched it. It had Linda Blair in from The Exorcist. And that was the only other thing I've honestly seen Mark Hamill in, other than, like you said, like the cameos and...
That was before Star Wars as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Maybe he must have got the Luke Skywalker from that. Yeah. But I've never seen him in anything else, so I can't even... I haven't even got a reason for why his career didn't really take off, because he's not... He was very good in Star Wars.
He's done some TV work.
He's an actor. He's not somebody... He's not... Like Daniel Radcliffe, he's gone on and done other things, hasn't he? In Harry Potter. People were worried whether he'd be the Luke Skywalker, wouldn't he disappear? He hasn't. He's gone on and done other things.
Even like Sean Connery managed to get away from the James Bond persona and done a lot of good stuff from there. So it's not that. I mean, the only other person I could think of who probably got really tied into typecasting was probably Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Such an iconic character playing Superman, he just made it so well that that's all anyone ever wanted to see him as was Superman.
I can remember them doing one film in the 80s.
He did do some other films. Obviously,
it was really good. It was like a remake of Rear Window.
Oh yes, yeah.
I remember them doing that just to reenact. That was a really, really good film. A really good remake.
Yeah.
But Pardon me. And was he in Anna Karenina?
I don't know.
I think he was in Anna Karenina. I think he was, I'm not sure. But mainly everybody knows him as Superman because there was nothing. It's not that he didn't make other films, it's just Superman was the only big films that people can remember him in. But Luke Skywalker, like I said, is different from them because it wasn't the fact that he didn't go on. He didn't make bad films, he didn't make films, did he? I can't remember films. They were all tend to be, he tended to appear in TV shows and TV films that we've not seen over there. That tend to be just over the
I remember him being in the original Flash series as one of the bad guys. It was kind of I can't remember the name of the character he played, but it was a bit like...
The Puzzler, wasn't it?
The Puzzler, thank you. It was a little bit like the Riddler style that Jim Carrey did in Batman Forever, that kind of style of character. I just remember him laughing all the time. All the time. But he put his heart into that, obviously. But so now with the new Star Wars film coming out, his character is quite a big key character. I mean, I'm only speculating because I don't know the kind of plot story they're going to go with.
Do you think the first question is, do you think the original cast members have got a massive part in this, or is it?
I don't think all of them will have. I think the likes of Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford. I think Chewbacca will have a bit of a longer go in it, maybe. I can't even... Everyone would want to see a lot of Harrison Ford, I would expect, because he was the Han Solo, the cool guy. But then again, I think it's going to be more the younger actors that are coming into it now, mainly. But I think Mark Hamill's character of Luke Skywalker will have quite a big role to play, mainly because he's kind of the Obi-Wan Kenobi now of this film now. He's the old wise Jedi. He's the one who's there from the beginning, from when the Empire was taken down, and then he's got to find the Jedi now to reorder the council. Second question then:
after the first episode of this new, I don't want to say reboot because it's not. It's the new set of franchise, new part of this franchise.
Yeah.
Do you think the original characters go beyond beyond episode 7? Are they going to be in episode 8 and episode 9?
I doubt it.
Do you think?
I doubt. Apart from hopefully maybe Luke Skywalker's character might go into the second film, or sorry, the second film, the 8th movie, sorry, or episode 8. But none of the others, I don't think. Maybe Chewbacca, maybe, but none. I don't think. Definitely not Harrison Ford. I don't think Carrie Fisher will.
I think this could be. My opinion is, I think this could be Harrison Ford's last film.
It's possible they may even die. A lot of people are saying he might die.
I think it'll be his last film. I don't think it'll just be his last.
Oh right, his retirement.
I think he's getting to that point now where he doesn't need to work anymore. Really, does he? Oh. He got injured, didn't he, when he made during the making of this film? Didn't he break a rib or something?
I think it was his ankle.
I think
he did. I think he broke
so
his ankle.
He might say, you know what, this is too dangerous for me. I can't even
It's too dangerous. Need a stuntman to sit down.
So
he's getting on. I mean, the guy's what, nearly 80 something now.
We have mentioned the busy, but Carrie Fisher, she just played main characters' best friends in the 80s. That's all she's done in film.
There's nothing really key that she's been in since Star Wars. Really.
She was in when Harry Met Sally. She played Sally's best mate. She was in Drop Dead Fred. She played Snotface's best mate. And that's all she tended to do.
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to think is, we're now, with these characters that we've grown up with now from Star Wars, never really done, apart from Han Solo obviously with Harrison Ford, all the other ones have never really gone on to do anything really main feature-wise, with some exceptions here and there, but nothing that would, you'd say is probably the stance of what Harrison Ford has been like throughout his career since Star Wars. So what do you think may happen now? Now that this new Star Wars movie is coming out, we're seeing the characters again.
Could this be his second and final chance?
Yeah, could this be
is Ian McKellen moment? Ian McKellen when played Magneto. He was in that pupil beforehand, but then he went and played Magneto in X-Men, and then it just went off when he was playing Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, and he was in there. He got better TV work. He was in a lot more films. He was in the likes of the Da Vinci Code, stuff like that. And that's stuff that probably wouldn't have happened if he hadn't made X-Men. and maybe this is Mark Hamill's, maybe episode 7 for Mark Hamill.
Could this be a new career path for him? Yeah.
Could this be his X-Men?
A real, I mean, he's not obviously as young as he was, but he's more mature now. He's older, but he could still carry a lot of stuff, especially in the new Star Wars films. Should he? Do you think? Should he or any of the other cast from the original movies go into the next films, or do you think this be their only part in it?
The question you ask is how many you rate Mark Hamill as an actor? Do you think he's a good actor? Have you seen him in things that we've not seen and got? He's only made for Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he's done his voice work. He's renowned for the Joker now because he's done a fantastic work with that. He's, I mean, a lot of people probably remember him from the games and I can't remember what they're called now again. Wing Commander, which are great fun. You know, if you don't know the Wing Commander games, look them up. They're on various different platforms, on the PlayStation, on PC. You can probably get them quite cheap now. So look out for them. They're great games. So yeah, what is next for Mark Hamill?
Does his career end there, or does it bloom like Ian McKellen's did? Because Ian McKellen was given a second chance. Because I'm not saying he wasn't working. He was working. He was doing a lot of Shakespeare stuff. He was doing a lot of stage stuff. He was doing a lot of television stuff.
Oh, great work. I mean, we're not saying this is all bad or anything like that. We're not going, oh, he's only been doing this.
But he wasn't massive. He wasn't huge in Hollywood, was he?
Yeah, we're just thinking like, you know, big AAA titles, you know, things like that.
So the question simple is, what's next for Mark Hamill after episode 7? What do you think's next for Mark Hamill? Yeah.
So yeah, but please comment below. Tell us what you think. What will be next for Mark Hamill, and if you think any of the original cast, and maybe even the cast of the younger cast. You know, what do you think may come of the new characters that are coming out in episode 7? Do you think, because a lot of the cast are we've all been in some stuff now.
A couple of them, Game of Thrones and stuff like that.
They're all quite big already.
Which I've not seen.
So so
I'm probably the only person who's not seen Game of Thrones.
What will be next for them?
So Mark Hamill, what do you think?
Yeah. So yeah, comment below, and thank you for watching Super Nerds UK. Goodbye.